Hello, and welcome back to this Trails of Cold Steel 3 Let's Play with me, SLJ RPG. In the last episode, we completed our missions on one of the side quests in helping out the museum in Heimdall, and we also went on to defeat the monster on the highway and met a close, or rather, a strange friend of ours, our ex-instructor Thomas Lysander, aka Secret Grouserter and Rashine's boss. But here we are back in Heimdall, so let's go ahead and make our way. I'm truly grateful to you all. Oh, excuse me. We're Schwarzer.
Ah, Rean. Is now a good time? Since the call went through, I'm guessing you're still in the city somewhere, right?
Just outside. Yeah, just had some business to take care of on the highway. We just came back. So what's up?
Well, I wrapped up a call, actually. I called home and asked if I was asked to come over for lunch. Told them about you, and they said I should invite you.
Wouldn't that be a hassle?
No, Auntie and Uncle like having guests over. Oh, and only if you have time with your special house missions. How about it?
Understood. I'll head to your house right now. Where is it?
It's in the district you guys were in this morning. The Herschels General Store on Vesta Street.
That place is your home after all. Got it. We're heading over right now.
I'll be waiting. That was Instructor Toa? Are we headed somewhere?
Yeah, actually. I see, I get it now.
I haven't seen Toa since she graduated. Whatever would be right if I came too.
I'm sure it'll make her happy. I'll contact her right now without you.
Just kidding. I actually have to meet up with someone right now. Someone who's quite stubborn and difficult to deal with. Sure, they're in the capital somewhere, but our schedules don't line up.
Okay, if you say so.
That's the tram that heads to the main street. Now, if you'll excuse me, good luck with your field exercises.
Goodbye. I sense some tension between Rean and Thomas. Thank you for all the help.
Here's a copy of the books. I was holding them for you. They're from Sister Rasheen.
Thank you so much.
If you update you on the newest books eventually too. New Class 7 looks like a nice crunch of kids. He's so carefree.
How did something like that even get a job at the academy? He may not look like it, but he's actually quite strong. He fought a magic knight once with only a orbital staff. Yeah, there you go. What?
His appearance says otherwise. He may look easygoing, but his movements were extremely methodical. You can't judge a person solely by their looks.
No, it's almost noon. Let's head to Vesta Street. Be rude if we showed up late.
I agree. So we should wait for the tram then.
Interesting. To the Vesta entrance. Let's go. Is this his cousin? With that, Rean and the students were treated to lunch on the second floor of the store Thors family owned.
Sorry for showing up in a big crowd like this.
Oh, nonsense! We've been dying to meet you!
We always knew she went to the same school as the Ashen Chevalier.
Indeed.
But when we found out you two were co-workers now, we knew we had to invite you over.
The celeb.
Hey, Auntie!
Don't get cocky, Rean Schwarzer. You may be famous, but don't think for a second I'll let some dumb celeb like you get with Toa.
Hey, Kai, you're being very rude right now.
Is this her cousin?
I grew up at lively dinner tables like this. I feel so at home right now.
It's been some time since I've sat down to such an animated meal.
Sorry, Kurt. You were waiting for your mom, weren't you?
No, I told her I'd be heading back once we were done with our field exercises. Hey, can I get a seconds over here?
Of course, my dear. I make plenty. Get right ahead and go right ahead and stuff yourselves. I hope you girls aren't holding back on anything like that because you're worried about gaining weight or anything stupid.
Words.
No, if anything, I'd like to gain weight. Altina, dear, words like that apt to make the woman the world over your enemies.
That's a very Sex and the City move. They're a bunch of good kids. From the sounds of it, the class she'll be in charge of is full of the class she's in charge of is full of a bunch of characters too. Yeah, they're all hard workers, every one of them. So most of all, though, she helped me out more times than I can count. She's pretty much always been like that. My parents and grandfather have probably played a big part in that. I see. She might have told you, but both her parents were scholars. They passed away when she was young, and she was raised by her grandfather. He was a scholar too, pretty important in the scholarly world, actually. He used to direct the Imperial Museum you guys visited this morning. Right, I heard about that. Famous astronomer. Yes, but he passed away a few years ago. She was already very intelligent, but after that she began studying even harder, to the point where she started to get to the top grades out of all the schools in Heimdall. I thought she'd be going to the Imperial Academy, but she took a scholarship to go to a military academy instead. First I assumed she did it because she didn't want us to worry about paying her tuition, but it seems like she had a different reason. Huh? Come to think of it, I've never asked why she chose to enroll at Thors. I was worried about her, but since she has a habit of pushing herself too hard, as far as we're concerned, she's our adorable niece and irreplaceable part of our family. Well, I'll try and help her out as much as I can at work. How about that? Would you? There's a much simpler way for a man to support a woman. Huh? She's a bit petite and childlike, but she's adorable and great with housework. You two work in the same place. Why not just take her as your wife and let her quit it? No, Martha, these days it's perfectly normal for a husband and wife to work in the same place. Sure, maybe, but until they have kids, but we could do it with the two take care of the little ones if you need it. Aunt Martha, Uncle Fred, stop! After lunch, coffee was served. A delicious aroma of roasted beans wafted throughout the house. So I invited Rean to her room to discuss something. All the kids. She loves the washing up. So this is your room, huh?
Don't look too closely. It's not very girly, is it? I was thinking about eventually giving this room to Kai, but they all said it was too early to move all my things out.
My family must really cherish her. So many books in there. Did you buy all of these?
Oh, no. Most of them were my parents. They studied politics and economics, so a big chunk of the books are on those two topics.
Oh, wow.
The room next door was my grandpa's office. There are a ton of books in there, and not just about astronomy. Come to think of it, I've spent most of my life surrounded by books.
I can picture it. I've been wondering, what made you decide to go to a military school? Huh? I mean, Thors is prestigious and all. Graduates don't always join the military, but with your grades and how smart you are, you could have gone to any number of other prestigious schools. Why Thors? The scholarships were good at Thors, but besides that, I figured that the military matters were unavoidable here in Arabonia. Huh? Maybe it's just nationalism in our country's values, but martial issues have always been valued highly here. There's a history of power struggles and rising arsenals between the Empire and the provincial armies. Then there's our 100 years conflict with Calvert, and probably a biggest factor in our country being so wary. Personally, I don't like it, but I believe in this day and age, there won't be any avoiding it. Grandpa told me that if you want to find the truth, you have to look for it in both the good and the bad. I think it might be why I chose Thors. The core things, like the military or martial powers. No, violence. Probably shouldn't be saying this to someone who practices swordsmanship like you. Don't worry, I won't say any of this to the students. No, it's okay, I understand the feeling. But fearing violence and trying to find answers by immersing yourself in it It's not something you can do without the right amount of knowledge or determination. I'm impressed. I must want to start calling you President Tower again.
Hey. I almost forgot. Look over here, Rean.
Oh, that picture. Is that when you were younger?
No, that wasn't it.
Sorry for playing. I honestly like to get a closer look at these things.
Well, if you really want, you can, but...
Do you see your parents?
Yeah, shortly after we took this photo, they got in an accident while traveling abroad. They were on their way back from an international academic conference in Crossbow when the airship crashed.
I think I remember hearing that. And this must be Grandpa I've heard so much about.
This is Grandpa's... Yeah, I was his little girl, always with him. We went to museums, sometimes he'll stick me into lectures.
That's quite a childhood. No, it's a picture of us. I've got the same one on our desk. Come to think of it, it's the only picture where we took of all of us together like this.
You're right. I have the one from graduation too, but I like this one better.
I agree.
Don't look at that one.
That's from the concert from your first year you showed me, isn't it? It really is quite a ball costume.
Rean.
Sorry. Huh? Is this from your first year at the academy?
I've never shown it to you, I guess, but we took this picture back when the four of us were testing the Arcus. Angie and George knew each other from their time in Rower, and Crow and Angie were always fighting back then.
But it's all his jokes and laid-back attitude were just to cover up his true goals.
Maybe. Angie learned us that about him from the start, but Instructor Sarah taught us that we'll help each other out when we were in a pinch. The four of us were in different classes, but we became best friends regardless.
So,
that's why I understand why you feel the way you do about Class VII. Here, this is what I wanted to show you. It's a gift from me.
This is... What?
After graduation, I asked Fidello from the photography club to make a little album of Class VII. You get up all the pictures taken by Rex and the other students and instructors. That'd be a perfect thing for when Class VII got together.
So, thank you. Really, for everything.
You guys worked so hard for over a year, it's the least I could do. Me, Angie, and George, all the other students and instructors, even Crow. We all like seeing Class VII happy and smiling.
I'll make sure they see this. As early as tonight, actually. Provided I can get a hold of them all, that is.
Well, I hope everything works out.
Though, me too. Though I need to prioritize our field exercises.
You hear that, everyone? We're going to be starting our afternoon mission soon, so get yourselves in gear.
Crap. I knew I should have switched to stealth mode.
Damn, what's with this present sensing crap of his? Maybe he's just good at sniffing people out?
If that's the case, maybe he'd be vulnerable to a little pheromone-enhanced perfume.
Our apologies. We were coming to get you and heard your voice.
Indeed.
Yeah, we figured we shouldn't interrupt.
Oh, yeah? Well, I figured you two were getting hot and heavy in there.
Hot and... Ash!
Cut it out, you!
In any event, you plan to meet the others from the old Class 7 tonight, correct?
Well, we're stuck writing all our reports for the day.
Oh, well, no. Nothing's set in stone just yet, you know?
Indeed.
You'll back me up here, right, Kurt? Sorry, that's simply not possible.
They are mad. After the commotion had settled down, Rean and the others said their thanks and left the Herschels store. They saw her back to the field exercise camp and then set off to resume special operations missions.
Right. By the way, it seems like none of the forces have been able to capture the unit yet, but they appear to be on the move at least. They're supposed to be extremely covert.
Understood.
It's a little creepy.
We should try and collect more information this afternoon.
Be careful. Contact the camp if you need anything, okay? You should be able to reach us when you're in the city. Understood. Thank you all for your hard work.
Do we have any more requests for the afternoon? Yeah, we received some from City Hall. Danger under hoof. Dangerous area between the race course that we'd like you to investigate. Major trouble, you might ask for your help. Manager Charlton, who gives details. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do riding the orbital waves. So we're going to be doing that one for sure. A workshop on the main street and Handbiller race cars. Nice. You're awfully keen.
Horse racing is a form of gambling in Arabonia, right? Just admit I kind of like to try it, and I'm worried about those agents. We should search for information in the areas we haven't been to yet.
In any case, we should probably stop by Drykos.
The person who comes from the Arabonian history... Drykos. The person that comes up in Arabonian history all the time.
Lionheart Emperor. He's the one who created Thors. Gigantic square in front of the castle we just saw this morning. It's packed with tourists.
We should definitely go there.
Drykos Plaza and the racecourse are pretty far from each other.
How about we visit Drykos first? After that we can stop by where we need to do the voluntary requests. We'll finish up with the racecourse.
Seems like a most efficient way.
It'd be a wise use of our time.
Alright, we'll resume our special operation missions. Let's head to Drykos and then we can think about what to do next. Once we finish everything, we'll head over to Heimdall racecourse.
Understood.
Let's get going. Okay. I'm not actually done here though. Malta. There we go. Fred. We're certainly going to play it against the Herschels. We'll stick with this. It's not done me wrong so far.
Go easy on me.
After you, instructor. I'm actually going to change that because this is one of the cards I'd probably get rid of. There we go. Take the attack for now. Oof. Straight powerful hit. What do you find just taking out all of the attacks here and waiting it out? You can try and hit me for 4, that's fine. Nice, says we've got a magic crystal as well. So let's go ahead and use... just so we can get that, and then we're going to do the vanish to you. Attack, or can I just do the skill? Now we attack with you to hit. Get this guy out of the game and then attack once again. So there, gets you out of the game. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna go for 1 there. Go for 1 there. attack for that, and then let it go. That's fine, because Amol Tamas is going to immediately fall. Take this guy out because you can. Take you out for like that. No, I think that's all we can do. Nice. We got the magic crystal. I can just go ahead and put that there. Put that there. We can attack with this one to there. Attack with this one to there. Then lastly, attack with Unite. Take him out, like so.
You got me!
Certainly did. Right. The Juno cards corrected, as now we'll make our way over to Drykel's Plaza. Whoa. Yeah, this must be Drykel's Plaza. There's so many tourists today. Well, the plaza and the Imperial Palace are the biggest tourist attractions. So this is Valflame. I saw it from the station and I still couldn't believe it. It's not a big-ass pile, nothing but a big-ass pile of bricks where the Emperor and the Chancellor look down from us. That statue in the middle must be everyone's big-shot Emperor you keep going on about in history class. Emperor Drykel's, the Lionheart. Let's look around and look around as we make our way to Valflame. Take note of anything that catches your attention. I certainly will. As we will, of course, but some of our food vendor friends. Look at anything here. Let's speak to the tourists. Oh, got something weird happens there. Sabrina. This is Vivi. I haven't tried something about the party, but I can't get anything meaty. Folds. Trying to compose the shot.
Drykel's the Lionheart, Erebonia's father of the Renaissance.
The statue was built after his passing so that he could watch over Heimdall.
It has such a regal feel to it.
Certainly does. Stop moving. Oh. Valflame really is amazing. It's like a tiny ass little mountain. Including the spires, it's 180 yards high. It is without the question the great tallest building built in the Empire. Pales in comparison to the Orcus Tower, which stands at 250. You don't need to be nice to me or anything. You can already sense the history surrounding it. Yeah. Kurt? Just noticed those guys aren't leaving any openings. They're truly living up to their reputation, the Imperial Defense Force. How do people back at the Girls' School call them that? Yes, though before the Imperial Guardsmen from the Provincial Army used to be the ones who protected Valflame. They were disbanded after the Civil War and replaced with the Imperial Army's newly founded Imperial Defense Force. Every member is well versed in the 100-form military combat. That is that. Former swordsmanship used in the Imperial Army. That is a combination of Aseid and Vanda. Techniques that at least my father and the Viscount teach, at least. They're more than capable of fulfilling their role. Kurt. You guys are... Of course, this was bound to happen. Wait, do your jurisdictions overlap? Precisely. Good day, Class 7. Sorry for interrupting your tour of the capital. This is part of our special operations missions.
So you say, but it seems like you're enjoying a relaxing stroll around the Imperial Palace. It's already afternoon. We'd be able to finish with such a slow pace. We have our own way of doing things. But you guys have been doing your job with civic service activities. Aren't you the ones who came to our school during the Panzer Soldan training? Ah, they're gonna introduce them. Ada.
I am Ada of the main campus's Class 1.
Fritz.
I'm Fritz, also from Class 1. A pleasure, Instructor Schwarzer.
Where's the prince? Where's your instructor? Prince and the instructor had some business to attend to in the palace. We finished our assignments, we came to greet them.
I see. You guys are quite the loyal lapdogs.
Stop it. How far along are you in your investigation, if you wouldn't mind telling us?
Sure, we...
I see. Interesting. I see.
Got something to say to us?
It sounds like me like you didn't accomplish very much.
We picked up many promising leads this morning. By the end of the day, we should have plenty of actual results.
Serves you right for wasting time helping the community. What a jerk. An outsider wants to talk about the importance of special operations missions. We are just stating the facts.
But that can't save the capital, which is more beneficial. Your actions or ours. Well,
it's a tough one.
I mean, it's not exciting, but it's not exactly pointless.
Don't relent so easily.
Now, let's calm down. Class 1 has the way of doing things, as do we. You guys can compete, but it's not a race. Besides, if we put all our eggs into the investigating the spies, we might get blindsided by something else.
Huh? Are you saying that there are other threats?
Just saying it's good to have multiple perspectives. Didn't you guys deal with the aftermath of the society in Northumbria?
Well, I briefly accept your warning.
Well played.
I was getting too hot-headed. Multiple perspectives.
Oh, I see things are really heating up over here.
Prince.
Better be on your best behavior. Looks like your master's here.
What a coincidence running into you here.
Prince, were you quarreling? No issues. Seems like you conducted your business. I wanted to take care of a few things regarding my party 2 days from now. Now, let's recommence our civic securities activities.
Your Highness.
Regarding the Calverdian squads, it seems to be more skilled than we initially thought. If you encounter them, please be careful. That is all. Good luck. Fuck a car, bruh.
What was that?
We want to go somewhere. We're forced to either walk or take the tram. Must be nice. Come on, let's do our best. Now let's get back to our missions. What do you want to do?
Quiet request is the race course. Optional one on workshop on the main street. Looks like the situations of different districts have changed since morning. Let's make our rounds again and head to the race course.
Certainly should do, but... Why is it on top of the water? Why? Wow, very, very interesting. Roscoe? Very cute. So, what we do have is our good friends, impossible lovers, though I think nothing's confirmed,
Rean in Class 7. It's been a while. Have you heard? Fishing exhibition is finally close at hand. We held up on the first day of the summer festival, 2 days away. They're fired up as ever about fishing. Indeed they are. How very, very cute. Maybe we will. I feel like there will be an option to do so at some point. Right. Before we head anywhere after this, we need to head to the South Ostia highway entrance. So let's head to there. Speak to the lady on the bench, or little girl on the bench. You should. We'll make sure to read it later, we certainly will. And then we need to head to Lekia district. And head towards the Lake Law Company. Established company, he's quite broad-minded and very active. He was on a ship that capsized and ended up on the desert. He survived his own in a raft made by himself. Is a perfect topic for your boy Monk.
Give me the... I'll send you...
We'll certainly take that as now. We just have to head to Vanquist Street and we're going to head straight to Lunar Orbital Factory. Let's speak to her. Johannes. Did you happen to see our request? Something to do with the orbital communication issues, right? Could you tell us what happened? It started yesterday. We started receiving complaints from the neighborhood stores about some issue with communication devices. They're not necessarily broken, but they've been hearing distortion. Distortion, I see. It's not an issue with the hardware. We suspected something interfering with the signal wavelengths in the area, so we're hoping to get some assistance in measuring the interference. I don't get it. So you want us to use a special device to take readings or something? Something antiquated. We have some antiquated hardware, but your TOCS II should be able to perform the same functions. Really? No documentation in the manual. A special function usually reserved for engineers. It was on our manual in military finance. Teacher told me how to access this, so I'm positive we could do the rest. Alright, let's get to it. We need to find this function to find the course. If you're okay with that, will you accept? We certainly will accept this request. The hidden mode just for engineers. We've already said this. But we're going to go. Get some accurate readings. Wavelengths become erratic. That means there's huge distortion. Now TOCS II has been higher specs than I expected, so I'm jealous of you guys. It's pretty handy, but... saying the latest bad law learned for nothing. So we have to stay on Vanquist Street. So first things we need to do is we go to here. Anything significantly higher than that is abnormal. So, let's go to the Sage Boutique. $109, normal. $121. It seems a little high.
Okay, imagine the reading is going to be a little bit higher. The pylons. There's the pylon, right? Okay. Next should be... check here. Oh, wow. It's elevated. Severely elevated there. And then if we check here. So in we must go. Finished our sweep. Think we got everything we need. Location highest was Bureaucratic Chronicle. But what we should do is take a little reading. By the red truck. So we were told by a driver about the abnormality in the area. Let's get moving. Okay. To the Imperial Chronicle we go. Speak to our friend. I'm confused. Do I need to do another one of these? Do we head back to Lumiere Factory? Speak to Johannes. The suspicious spots, though. Can I go into here? There's no need. Okay. Okay, we just need to investigate. Here we are. We should investigate this. Explain what happened at the Imperial office. They split up to communication methods of the building. It's going to be the traffic, isn't it? Interesting. Everything's been bugged. Definitely aren't sold to the public. Your typical Joe will be able to get a hold of them. But you can buy them on the black market. The military should have access to them. Suppose we probably found Calvert. We're going to continue on with the special ops missions. Okay. And a cheeky little Odin gem. So I think from here we then go to Heimdallr Racecourse. It's almost like a coliseum. There's so much up in space. A race building background there at the racecourse. It's the racecourse, a building with over 200 years of history. Crow and Angelica used to go there often. I've always wanted to go. Didn't think this would be my first time. Is that one of the offsite betting areas? You can watch live broadcasts too, right? Seem to know a lot. Just so you know, minors can't bet. What? Those are the rules. But you can still go in. What's the point? That's what the white building of the racecourse. Villa Solo. That's facilities like pools and baths. A salon that Imperial citizens have enjoyed for many years. Sounds like crazy nice. That's not how you feel, but we don't have time for that. Let's save it for after the summer festival starts, as long as there aren't any hitches. Oh, what a cheapskate. You two forgotten, we're on a special operations mission. They think we'll be able to gather enough information. We're gonna get back up from the guild and the intelligence division. Now let's get to the racecourse. Would you... After the field exercise are over, would you like to go to Villa Solo with me? Stop that. Never misses an opportunity. Certainly doesn't. But I'm going to say, if you've enjoyed this, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time where we continue on a little mission. Peace and love.